Nice to have you all here. Just a few things regarding the technical part. As we're having an online championship, it is important to stick to the rules on the technical side as well. First of all, most important part is the athlete during his or her performance has to be seen with all parts of the body in the video. Because each part missing, each technique, each stance will be deduction. Grandmaster Shin will be on detail furthermore. Second, if you're using mobile devices, be sure to have the video in correct direction, because mobiles with a selfie cam change directions, left, right. And it is also important to have your video recorded horizontally. This is very important for mobile devices, but also other devices. Second, please choose your recording position. So the person recording the video should be in front of the starting position of each player. This is valid for all Poomsae. If it's pair or team, it's the middle of the formation. Choose your distance. Try first before recording the video if the distance is properly, because some Poomsae has a very wide or long pattern. So choose if the recording angle is suitable for the Poomsae pattern, for both Poomsae, because you're not allowed to change the angle. No zooming, please. No turning the camera. So fixed position, fixed video, one position only. Both Poomsae in one video file. That's very important. Do not split up the Poomsae. If it's two Poomsae and we have all two Poomsae per round, record both Poomsae within one video file and upload that video file to YouTube. As we're speaking about YouTube, it is very important to have the video file either free for everybody, but not private. There are three possibilities on YouTube. If you mark your video as private, we cannot see it, we cannot watch it, and so the judges cannot give scores. So private is the only one that's not okay. You can have it unlisted because we have the URL, so we can watch it, or you can have it open for everybody. Video quality. There is a minimum of a video quality that should be with your video. The important thing is if someone watching the video can see the eyes, the movement direction of the eyes, then a video should be okay. If someone watching cannot see the eyes clearly, then a video quality is not sufficient. Please have the best possible video quality. Also in the upload, you have to check the HD box at YouTube. YouTube, when you upload the video, you should send us a link, okay? The link is given by YouTube. You cannot change it, that's okay. But speaking of the title from the video has been named accurately. Please, everybody from each country, all over the world, use English language only, because the registration and in the next instance, the judges have to check if the name on the video file title is really the name in the list, starting list. We do not know everybody, so we have to check the names. So please use the names given in the video upload information by Master Kambis accurately. It should contain the championship, the category you're in, the grade, so for example, down under 40, male, and then your name, that's very important. And in the end, the round. Some categories have 3 rounds, some have 2 rounds, some have only 1 round. Also, if it's only 1 round, just write final. If it's the first round from 2, semifinals, and next final would be finals. And when you have 3 rounds, it is preliminary. Next one is semifinals, and the last one should be final. One video file on YouTube per round. So preliminary is 1 file, semis is 1 file, and finals is 1 file as well. Please be accurate with uploading the video on the system and martial events in the correct line. If you confuse it, we will get in trouble. We are able to fix a lot of things, but maybe not everything. Check your video after you uploaded it. So when it's on YouTube, check it once again if the title is okay, if it's really the preliminary Poomsae, and so on. I think that's it for the moment on the technical side. Just a short explanation on how the championship works. We collect all the video files, all the links. We put them in the list, and the judges will see them only at the championships day, one after the other, for each category. And the live scoring and also the live video on YouTube will be shown to the audience. So it's really similar to a live championship, only that the video file is recorded. That's it from my side. Good luck to everybody. Wish you best of success.
I have a question, Master Peter.
Yes, sir.
As I understand what you're saying, so the player should have 3 kinds of link. The first link is with the for the preliminary. The first one is for the.
Mute, please.
Okay, Sabina. Okay. The first link is for the preliminary round and should contain only two Poomsae, right?
Yeah.
Second link if he goes to the semi-final, and the last one is the final.
Yeah.
So there should be 3 links.
Yeah.
And 2 videos in each link.
That's correct.
Okay. Thank you. That was just to make everybody understand it a little bit easier.
Yeah, thank you very much for that question. It's very important also for the athletes and the coaches to know. So you have the first Poomsae of each round, then you have a break. Also, the break should be on the video file. So if it's 30 seconds break, we should see the 30 seconds break as well. So do not cut videos. That's very important. So don't take one performance, then try your second Poomsae 3 times, take the best one. That's not okay. You should have one performance from the first Poomsae until the second Poomsae ending, including the break. And the athlete should be seen also in the break on the video window.
Okay, thank you, Master Peter. And there was a good explanation for technical part. And then just before we start, Master Kambis sent a guideline of an online Poomsae championship. So I don't need to explain guidelines. I just go to WT rules, Poomsae competition rules. Right, I just explained about accuracy and presentation outline, and then we just go, right. Accuracy, as I just said, each poom, starting, moving, and finishing must be accurate, right? Go those things everybody knows. So just jumping over next part, obviously balance including slow motion as well. So when they after kick have to landing up, nice good balance. When they performing Hakdari Shogi Kumgang Makki, they have to make a nice calm and good balance, sort of things. It depends on how just a small mistake, serious big mistake. We divide the 2 different deductions. We'll go through later to more detail. Okay, next, accuracies, everything. Blocking, punching, striking, thrusting, stance, kicking. It's everything involving for accuracy. So everybody knows kind of things. Okay, so we go to jumping up. Right. balance. Okay, small movement, I did explain. Deduction is depends small or big mistake. We go through 0.1 things. This is I study myself, and not only textbook, additional things I made up. So if you do have any question or any my mistake, you can point out to me, please. Okay, starting with your attention, buying ready. It's not started the signal yet, but we have remember or starting attention, any mistaking, ready, different 준비 서기, we have to remember, we have to deducting from the accuracy point. Right, performance of slow motion, faster motion, on all things included. 5-second system, 8-second slow motion, the movement systems we know. Yeah. And then when we do strike, for example, 7장 striking inside, must be inside, yeah. And if you do somebody doing outside, we'll get deduction, kind of things everybody knows. And then, which is a performance, yes, number 7. But this is something it's not good explained. Anyway, when they kick, they have to watch target, foot, which means foot is kicking, isn't it? So kicking target. So when they do high kick, and then they do looking target. But that is coming up 0.3. But when they do turning kick, they have to turning, passing the target. For example, take a 6장. If they don't pass, if they stop just before the target, they will deducting 0.1. So that is should be clear. So let me see. That is number 9, round the house kicks. Explain. I did it just explain. Movement must be performed. Yeah, I didn't coming up stunts, but for example, can you see my body? My body. Yeah, when they move up, which is stance, basic stance and blow, stance and blow. That's wrong. Every competitor have to be same time stance, and hand technique. So kind of things we know, but just clarify these things. Obviously, when they move Poomsae movement, every Poomsae is different, but they have a single movement, like a double tempo, triple tempo kind of things. So movement, bang, bang, that's 2 movements, but as we call this is a single tempo, double tempo. First tempo, when the single tempo stance moving, it must be same. Stance move up, first movement separate, that is deduction. Many of the children, before they do kick, they move one, so they change position and then 앞차기, 옆차기 kind of things. That is clearly is a deduction 0.1. Right, small imbalance. When they do 금강, they do some of them wobbling up. It depends on how big and small imbalance. Small imbalance, wobbling up, foot do not touch on the floor, just a little bit wobbling up. That's small imbalance. But when they do 학다리 서기 금강 막기, when they do touch floor once again, then it's we call big mistake. It doesn't matter any part of foot, touchy, or even small part with toe touchy, still 0.3. That is not this part. I'm talking about 0.1, small mistake. Right, okay, let's go to, if you do have any questions, so 0.1, you can ask me, I can explain more further. But this is all the basic, everybody got good experience, should know, yeah. Right, next. 0.3, deduction. called big mistake. And 얼굴 맞기 is performing instead of the 몸통 맞기. That is area is different, isn't it? Everybody knows. Block is performing instead of striking. So the different part, isn't it? So 뒷굽이 is performed instead of 주춤서기. Yeah, kind of. And then 기압 is not made up or unnecessary 기압 is made. We know these things. Temporary stop around 3 seconds during performing. Competitor might forgot the next movement. So it's approximately 3 seconds or more. If they stop temporarily, I will get big mistake. Deduction 0.3. Eyesight doesn't follow to target. I did explain when they do some of the competitor super kick, high kick, more like nearly sky or higher. But if a person who performing watching up straightforward will get deduction 0.3. That is clear. Okay. And that is a bit different comparing, I did explain 태극 6장 돌려차기, roundhouse kick. Right. Performing hakdari 서기, right foot, and then touch again on the floor with the foot. In that case, we call big deductions 0.3. So which means number 8, same, large imbalance, large hesitation kind of things. Right, a little bit more. The number 9, position, starting position and ending up coming back same position, nearly same similar position, it's okay. But if not, they will get the deduction, 0.3 deduction, except 금강 and then Para-Poomsae. Okay. Then what's that? Even 지치기. Now you have to clarify the online, offline. Online, 지치기 have to making big power and sound, but in online championship, we ignore because sometimes it damage your living room floor kind of things. So online is okay, but this is I'm talking about offline, right? When the right foot touch the ground, yeah, that is hakdari 서기, 금감aki. I did explain. Big make imbalance, touch floor with the foot once again. X block like 7장, we call it X block from the side, one side waist. But somebody blocking both sides here, and then that one is a big mistake. And Taekwondo and Poomsae X block with what's that in 10진, isn't it? 7장. All is from one side waist and then block. This so X block with a knife hand or fist or whatever. Okay. Performing wrong 준비 서기. So Korea Poomsae, they have the starting first Poomsae, but somebody coming up, maybe be nervous, 준비, I forgot. And then 준비. In that actions, wrong 준비 서기 starting first, we'll get 0.3 deduction. Yeah. And missing movement. When they performing 아래맞기 몸통 지르기 forgot, didn't perform, then it depends, stance wrong, 0.3. Another hand technique wrong, again. So totally they get the deduction 0.6, isn't it? And ordering, when they're ordering, Poomsae, 10진, and 평원, but somebody performing 평원 and 10진, in that case, they have to start again. So look like a restarting. They will get deduction 0.6. Online, mutual recorded, we don't have a restarting. So Anyway, that is a 0.3 deduction, which is I did explain. If you do have any question for 0.3, 0.1 questioning time, you can ask me. Right.
Yeah.
Presentation.
Yes, Master Shin, I have a question.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Can you go back to explanation number 8, please? And not this one, but the one before. Yes.
The one before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. In the number 8, you wrote like a large imbalance.
Yeah.
Can you just please define for me what is a large imbalance? Because it is for me it's much more subjective. Each one sees the large imbalance in different point of view. Like it, moving the body like this is not large imbalance for you, but maybe it is large imbalance for me. Can you give me just a brief definition, please? So we use to be transparent.
Yes, thank you. If you don't see me hold my body, you shout me. When you do 금강, 학다리 서기 금강 막기, slowly and then move up and touch again and block like that. That is large imbalance. When they do like 평온, I'll give you examples, right? And then here, bang, bang, kick, and then looking up, the sort of give stance like that. Stance perfect, it's okay. But if they don't coming back, landing after kick, say to 뒷굽이서기, that's fine. But lost the balance, big release, and body is hesitating, and then stance incorrect. Those things I said a large imbalance.
Okay.
Any more?
Okay, but it is not clear. Yeah, you are showing when the competitors put the foot on the floor. But I mean, for example, just when the competitors just move his body without not jumping or stepping or putting the foot on the floor. What mean large balance? Why I'm doing so? Is it
right?
Move my body or my body with my foot?
On the spot. You just show me your demonstration moving up like that. That is 0.1. But if they change the spot, will be big imbalance.
Okay, that I agree. That we agree on this point. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So
I have another question. It's for the next lawyer, please. The number 9.
Yeah, number 9.
This is not. You move too much.
Yeah, this one.
This is not apply to this competition, right?
Yeah, this is only offline.
Yeah, this is not for this competition.
No, not for online. Yeah, I should explain. That's not affecting online championship, because why? In the nice living room, somebody performing. We do not asking to making mark because it damaged their floor. So nobody got, we allowed to no marking starting position. So it's not allowed, it's not affecting online championship.
Now, my question is for this point is why we don't have a mark in the outside competition, in online competition. If he's doing outside in the field, he can still have a mark. If he can do in the dojan, he can still have a mark. And the mark, it's a part of our rules. So why we are just putting one part or one item of the rules outside of the virtual championship, which is not very irrelevant here because it's not very difficult to have a mark.
Right. That is a question. I did ask to WTA, and then there's some of them an online Para-Poomsae competition, they performing nice, good gym, like your dojang. Somebody don't have a space, nice dojang, and national lockdowns, they have to perform in balcony and in living room, or even somebody have to perform in the garden outside. But it's a problem. Not everybody can making mark where the starting position. Somebody performing in the garden, balcony, and the living room. That's why you can ignore the position marking. But as you are judging international judges, then you can see starting position, finishing position. If you thinking is big distance, you should give a deduction. That is fair. Yeah.
Master Shin, I don't think that it is fair what you are saying now, because okay, I agree completely with you. If I see, because normally I am a professional, I know I just already start from the beginning. I put a mark where they start, so I know if they finish on the spot or not. But if I am just allowing myself to deduct 0.3, because in this case could be 0.3 if they don't finish on the same place, and which is in the rule, we said that number 9, it is not compulsory. It means they can start and finish any place they want. Or we'd say, no, number 9 stay in the rules, but we know the mark, that the judges knows the mark where you start.
Because I don't want to delay time, Constantine, because I also did some question before, but they made the guidelines, and guideline when they recorded, they have to in front, they have the good size of the space to recording, and all the judges should know where starting position, finishing position. Only the region cannot make any damages. Their living room or balcony, door, floor condition. So that is only I can say. If you do not agree, you can complain to WT. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Okay. We finished 0.3. Now I'd like to a little bit more explain the last part, presentation. Power and speed is a major part. In order to make it good power and speed in performing in Poomsae, 2 parts have to support. That is a major part. Strength, speed, rhythm. Without these things, they cannot make it power and speed. You understood these things. And also explainable energies. Where is your third one? Yeah, expression of energy, same thing. Without third part, expression of energy, they cannot produce power and speed. So go back to power and speed. When we're starting to making powerful punch, powerful kick, which is what is just to say more detail. Starting body relax, control balance, their mind clear, concentration. It's all involving in presentation. So everybody relax starting, and then nice good breathing, control, and then accelerating speed, and then making block, making punchy attack, then it can make a good power and speed. Yeah. So in order to do it good in number A, we need to go to B, strength, speed, rhythm, and point. That is a 2-pointer, which is that is starting nice, relax, and making strong, and then dynamic actions, and then speed, a little bit slow, but accelerating, bang, faster. That is connecting. We can make it good power and speed. Right, third part, which is without controlling without making good distance. Like say to middle block here, small, isn't it? But make it comfortable, good size of a distance, you can make it nice. So volume of movement is an expression energy. Concentration, relaxing mind, okay? So you have to watching up, and you have to, without watching, you have to make it, so which is, I say mind and body have to concentrate, clear, kind of things. So call those three parts, and then you can make it together, make a good presentation. So we don't say this is 2 point, this is the 2 point. Expression of energy is total point is 2. So we don't do, we overall how to operating 3 presentation, that is we judging up, but I don't like it ending up somebody performing decent standard presentation, 1.3, 1.4, all the time, 1.3, 1.4, somebody badly performing, and 1.1, 1.2, kind of things. But we see somebody good performing presentation, like good, very good, excellent. So 1.5, 1. Sometimes 6. So somebody performing is badly, we can go down 0.9, 1 point. So it is a very vary. So we don't want to isolate to one side. And average, today's average point presentation, 1.3. Everybody ended up, decent players, 1.3, 1.4 kind of things. So at least if you knows all the good presentation, which is, I go through, explain about these things, you can judge, and then to make it a good presentation, I think everybody have to perform decent standard or good standard, including accuracy. Accuracy is very poor. How can you make a good presentation? Yeah, and to making good power and speed, obvious. I did say supporting second part, rhythm and tempo's strength, and the third part, expression of energy, kind of things, all working together overall will be good presentation. So I'd like to a little bit more explain, but times go with times go. We need a question and answering time. Let me see. So that is just briefly explain about presentation. If you could aware, so that is like work together, accuracies, 3 point, the presentation, and also technical point. No, this is the wrong one. So I copied something different. That is power and speed. That is expression of energy. That is strength, rhythm, and tempo. So we'll have to work together. But sorry, this is a diagram is something wrong. Right. Online Poomsae Championship, deducting 0.3. So first part, you have to, all the competitors have to educate space. Without educate space, somebody before the moving side, before they have to step, hop, step, moving side, kind of things. It's not really good, so we get 0.3. Each part of body, hand, left or right, doesn't matter, foot, kicking, cannot see foot, target, so kind of things will get deduction 0.3. Right. And obvious when they do key up, have to hear yourself. So you have to recognize, he did a good key up. But sometimes the technical matters, sound off, mute, you cannot hear. So that is have to report to technical officer, Master Peters, and check it up if on purpose off the sound and therefore. So in this case, we'll get deduction 0.3. Right. 0.6 deduction.
Master Shin, can go back one slide back, please? Can you re-explain number 2, for example, if one of the competitors just in article number 2, if he just he come too close to the camera, he was in bad position to the camera, that at the end of the 4th Poomsae, for example, in Sajan, he just moving the just show the upper body. I mean,
you can see my screen. So could you watch my screen? And then 준비, 기본 준비석이, okay, 몸통 맞기. You can see my hand blocking part. And then when you punchy, that is punchy, you can't see my fist in that case.
Yeah.
So same thing. Low block, double kick, you can't see my foot. In that case, you have to deducting 0.3.
Yeah, but here, sir, you just wrote each hand. If I cannot see both of your feet, it's 2.
No, I'm just an example because my screen is educating. So I don't want to go back behind. Okay, here, right. So can you see me? Okay, so here, block middle. So can you see my fist? You can't see. The sort of things. Same thing. Aremaki, when you kick, because this is disturbing, so you cannot see. You cannot see my foot kicking target. So what I mean, if you can't see in the screen, either blocking hand, either kicking foot, you should give a deduction 0.3.
Please understand, Master Shin, that I am playing the devil questions now because those are the questions that maybe come from the coaches. So I try just to help you with asking the wrong questions to get the right answer. So please understand that. Thank you.
So, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So is that 0.3 every time a body part leaves the frame of the camera view?
Yeah, each case. If you not whole part, I say every time you deducting 0.3. That's it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, next, right. 0.6. Performing incorrect Poomsae. You agree? On objecting person or pet because disturbing. Yeah. So in the online championship, apart from coach, nobody will be there. If anybody disturbing, moving around the pet,
yes, here, Master Shin,
deduction.
maybe it should be
Yes,
Article 2. We should have just an exclusion for the bird. If he's performing the Poomsae outside and he's filming outside and a bird or many birds pass by, so it's not for each bird 0.6. So
I'm talking about in the view of performing in dojang or space. If you're somebody out, some trucks outside the road because it is stopping, nothing to do that one. That is I'm talking about performing space. Yes. Okay.
That's very good answer, sir.
Yeah. And then once starting performing, you cannot see 1 second whole bodies for competitor. In that case, same thing, losing 0.6. And then wearing incorrect robot.
Pardon.
Sorry.
Aaron was before me. Yeah, pardon. Aaron.
So does that mean if they say we're to be completely off screen, so it's not just a hand, as in pretty much completely off camera view?
0.36 deduction, complete whole body.
So that's if they're virtually completely off screen?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Same question as Aaron. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And 0.6 will deducting from the final score. Wearing incorrect dobok, wearing incorrect belt, wearing shoes, wearing jewelry. So that is deducting 0.6 from the final score.
Excuse me, sir. Has the belt one been changed at all? Because in some of the previous competitions, we had issues because there was different belting systems used by other countries. Are we still overlooking the belt one?
No. Some countries, they have a brown belt. Some country, they using orange belt. Doesn't matter. As long as a belt to their system, we understand. Which is, we are more concerning cup, 10 scoop white belt, 8 scoop yellow belt, all kind of things, cup, okay. Their last world championship was 4 scoop above. So in UK, we do 4 scoop blue belt, but some other country, they're different color. So as long as they are great, 4 scoop eligible to participating.
So if, say, a competitor comes on to perform and they've got a different colour belt, should the referees raise that point to the coordinator?
Well, like a different colour belt, we call not rich Poom or downgrade. So we do have a K division, K1, K2, K3. But some other country, they do purple belt, still allowed, yeah. So we have to check it up, purple belt identity or UK blue belt, whatever, okay? So it doesn't matter, you don't have to deduction, you just find out what cup they are.
Okay.
Aaron, I think that the purpose of the object or the rules, name it, is most of the time is for the Poom and for the Dan. I agree with Master Shin that many countries using different colors of belt in their cup or beginners. So let's just more concentrate on the Poom and black belt, like wearing a Dan belt for a Poom. That is most of the rules doing for, not for the group, but thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Right. Disqualification. Number 1, video have been edited or altered, kind of things. And then second part, submit of long videos to long division. So technician, organizing, they can't do anything about. Yeah. Number 3, in compliance with the recording guidelines provided by WT, which is WT, they provide the guidelines. Master Canvas send it to you, all the guidelines. So everybody should be under the guideline. They have to act. Number 4, display of political, religious, or non-recognized NOC flag kind of things. Number 5, moving the camera during performance, up, down, or in, out, kind of things you find out will be disqualified. Okay.
I think, sir, those disqualification should not be done by the judges or the referee. It should be by you or by.
Yeah, that is before the championship. Organizing technical officer have to check it up and then pick it up and then ask him. This is not.
That's what I mean. It, as far as the video has been showing, and that means that the IOC or the organization committee have approved it, so it's not disqualified. So it's not our job to disqualify.
Yeah, it is your job because before organizing office technical masters have to check it up, and then just in case it's coming up. And then rather than disqualify, speak with the technical officers, and then that's by mistake, by technique, then we're not really involving disqualification. Okay? I think that's it. Simply, if you do have any other questions or made myself something mistake, and then you can just ask me, please.
You made yourself very clear, sir. Thank you very much. It was a very explanative meeting. Thank you very much.
Right, so we can make a good championships next week. I hope everybody confident, and then good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I'll pass it to Master Kambis or Master Peter if you want to speak. Thank you.
Thank you, Grandmaster Shin. I just want to add one more thing. As we have seen, very few, but it has been videos that have been edited. Please do not do that. If there is any doubt, we will check those videos carefully and disqualify the athletes. So please do not edit your videos. Thank you.
Okay.
Right,
Yes, Grandmaster. Thank you very much for a great explanation. So all the rules been sent out already to all clubs, and I'm sure this question and answer meeting make it more clear for them. I just bring some attention to the important deadline. The video submission deadline is going to be tomorrow, which is 24th of January in UK time, 9 p.m. So the last video link we accept is at 9 p.m. So after 9 p.m., any video link coming automatically will be disqualified. So please have a look at the rules we explain in our outline, and we put everything in our partner competition partner website, martial art events, so you can see the guideline about the naming, about what steps you have to follow. Please make it clear, and you can agree with me for such a big competition like this. We have got 500 entry from over 50 countries. So it is a big competition, and our IT directors and the IT teams, they are doing the best to make sure this competition run as smooth as possible for us. So please do read the rules, and the main thing is we need to know the rules, and then we need to apply with the rules, and we will be successful. And we wish you all the very best for this upcoming competition. Thank you very much for joining us and supporting this competition. I must thank Grandmaster Shin for his consistent support and guidance to our team. And I should thank my international referee and national referees for joining this competition, making this competition successful. And we cannot run a competition without these people. So I'm going to pass to Master Peter for the final word. Master Peter?
Yes, one moment. Okay, I think I just went through the chat on YouTube. I think we have all questions that were posted in there answered. If there is no more question, thank you for watching and listening to us today for the coaches meeting. If there is any more questions, you could always get back to us, either Master Kambis or me, and ask you a question. It's better to ask questions before and not on the day of the championship. Best of luck to everybody. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you.
Master Kambis, next meeting, it is Thursday.
Yes, and our next meeting will be Thursday, 28th at 6 p.m. time. So all the coaches and team leaders, they can join us in the YouTube. So all this video will be saved at our Range Sport UK Ltd YouTube channel. So what you can do, you can review back and you can go and listen and watch the video back for the rules and regulation. So Thursday 28th, we will be live again, and our competition will start sharp at 9 a.m. Friday 29th of January. So ring 1 over Range YouTube channel and ring 2 over JC YouTube channel. I have added the link to our YouTube channel at our post, so under this video as well. So please share it to your friends, coaches, so everybody can join us at the competition and make this competition successful. Okay, so if there isn't any other question, Master Peter, did you say you checked the YouTube channel? So there isn't any other question?
Yes, I did check. There is no more question today.
Okay, so thank you very much, and I should say thank you again to Grandmaster Shin for his help, guidance, and arranging this question and answer guideline. Okay, sir, thank you very much. A final word, if you have anything to say, sir.
On the day, starting 29, 9 o'clock sharp, starting, Master Kambis say, but 8:30 referees meeting, so make sure everybody is there, and then one number, one quarter, and then everything tidied up ourselves. Is starting 9 o'clock sharp. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for me. See you soon.
Thank you very much, sir. And if any other referee has got anything to add, so you can just add it now by unmuting your microphone. And if not, we can say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much and goodbye, sir. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.